I do it completely free. There is no added cost whatsoever. There's no added work whatsoever. And I got 8 sales this month. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. I hope you're having a wonderful December so far. I hope your sales are going well. I know they've ticked up for me for sure. Haven't been able to list because I've been shipping so much, which is awesome. And I've had a lot of questions lately from different platforms, but one thing I wanted to talk about today is people ask me all the time, you know, how can I get more sales? What do you do? Do you promote things? Do you do whatever? So I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but I am going to talk about some things for the smaller reseller that doesn't cost you a dime. Just some easy things that you could do that I do when you're sourcing and then when you're selling, when you're listing, that don't cost you. It's not the traditional, you know, list more stuff, you know, take better pictures. Not that. It's really even more basic than that. And one is something I suggest often, and a viewer did it, and it made them some money, and then they gave me some buy me a coffee, which made me happy. That's really cool. But I have some awesome sales, including a hat that sold for 50 bucks that I paid $1 for. Let's take a look. For sale is something I love to sell, and people are like, why are you wasting your time, right? I just like it. It's easy, and it's easy to store, and it makes a little bit of money. If you watch the Picker channel, you've seen me pick up these banners before, and some of them get like $15, $20 plus shipping. Some don't, but I usually pick them up for, I might pay $2 for them. But a lot of times 50 cents or $1. This is a Christmas one. It's a pretty big one. Got an angel on it. And it wasn't the best one I've ever seen as far as a seller. But I think I paid $1 for it. Maybe $2. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I buy so many of them. It sold for $9.50. So let's say I spent $2. Even if I spent $2, I'm still making over a $5 profit on that, which is so easy. Lay it on the floor, snap 2 pictures, list the thing, fold it up, put it in the bag. It can't break. I love that stuff. Now, I'd prefer to make more than $5, don't get me wrong. But that's the kind of stuff that's just easy. And most of the time, I usually make $8 or $9 profit on it. Another low price sale, but definitely worth my time. You know, if you're shipping 5 things out, you know, you might as well make it 15 things, even if the last 10 are only $6 profits, you know. Because you're already doing the process. I gotta find the right one now that I'm doing all this. That doesn't seem like it's it either. Here it is. I think. I don't know. There's 2 of these. I don't know which one it is. Better grab them both and figure it out. Nope, it's not Albert King. No, I didn't pull that out just for that. Albert Collins, I believe. Robert Cray Showdown. $9.50 plus shipping on that one. I do want to point something out with records and with these banners. Is I can take chances on these and buy tons of them. I buy records in bulk. I made some massive buys this last year. There's a lot of time that gets eaten up by comping records, because a lot of records aren't worth anything. If you're going to spend a lot of time comping them, then it kind of wipes out your profit per hour. So I'm getting a little bit better at pulling the ones that I think are worth money and then looking them up, and I'm becoming right more often. But I also have the antique booth. These are things where when you find losers in your massive lot, because I'm into this for pennies, because I bought so many of them. When you find the winners, you sell them on eBay. When you find the losers or the average ones, you know, you sell for like $5 plus shipping. I just stick them in the booth for $2, $3, and I'm done with it. So if you don't have a booth, you may want to steer clear of massive record buys, unless you're seeing a ton of good records in a particular record buy. If you've been watching the Picker channel, you've seen me in Arizona a couple times. There'll be one more Arizona video, I think, and this one will be in it, so you're getting a bit of a preview. When I saw this hat, I'm like, that's gonna be good. And most people, I wouldn't say most people, a lot of inexperienced resellers, not y'all out there, would walk past that hat. And, well, maybe they wouldn't walk past it, but they wouldn't think it's worth as much as it is. And when I saw it, I'm like, that is going to be killer. The telltale signs, well, one is it's a generic logo. So my guess is, I know a little bit about different teams. The Phoenix Coyotes, well, now I'm going to say that and I don't know it. I think late 90s. Late 90s is when they were the what? The Jets, I think, Winnipeg. And so they moved to Phoenix. That is a really generic hat, and it just screams 90s. And then I saw this on the side, this like, I'm going to call it embossed. Because that thing like is 3D, that hockey player standing out. And I'm like, that is Killer stuff right there. Then I looked inside and it was sports specialties. And I knew I had a winner right there. So this one was not on eBay. If you watch that, well, I don't know. I haven't edited this video, so you'll probably see this actual comp on it now. And I had it listed for maybe $59.95. I took an offer for $50 plus shipping on that hat. And it sold pretty quick. I probably could have listed it at like $75 and waited forever and got a sale on it. But really love selling hats. Sports specialties can be good from the 90s. And especially when you get cool designs. And I know that doesn't look cool, but the fact that it doesn't even have their logo on it, to me, meant that this thing was going to come right at the beginning or maybe even before they played their first game. So there you go. Sold another game from the Motherload sale. And come to think of it, I probably should have kept this game since I haven't sold any of those handhelds and coupled it with Game Boy. Because, you know, a Game Boy and a Tetris game together probably bring a little bit more money than what this game brought separately, and then a Game Boy. So, but whatever, it's over $20. I'm okay with that. That means the profit on that's going to be a little over $13. That brings us so far to $1,721 after fees, after shipping. Hey, since I'm over here, I just remembered because I wanted to do this last show and I forgot, so I kept this stuff here. I've been doing shorts over there on the Commonwealth Auctions channel. And so a lot of new folks are watching those shorts. Plus, they're on Instagram. They are on TikTok as well. So I get questions coming in about black lights. And I had this black light right here. And it's in my affiliate links, I think. eBay once. And I asked my buddy Thrifter Shifter over here, because he did a video with black lights. And I did one on these right here. See if I can get one to glow for you. You can see those glowing a little bit. Kind of light in here, so it's hard to tell, but you get the idea. The uranium marbles. I figured I would talk about them for just a second because I like these pin ones better. They're just better. They're better. I don't know, when you light something up, it's just a little bit more concentrated light. They're a little bit more expensive than this. And so I asked him what he was getting, and I think I put a link in Amazon links, but I don't have one for eBay. So anyway, I just thought I would mention that because I had some people ask about these, and I think I'd prefer this one over this one, even though these are a little bit more expensive. Plus, it fits in my fanny pack so easy. You know, that's a big old honking thing. So anyway, there you go. This next one I picked up at the last Arizona sale, and it was a plush, and I saw it the whole time, and I'm like, do I really want to grab it? I know it wasn't going to be worth that much, but I did. It's hard for me to pass on plush. So this one was $1. It's an Animal Crossing one, which is, you know, a very popular game. It says Nintendo 2015. And it's so light. And I'm like, yeah, I'll sell it for $10. So buy it for $1, sell it for $10. Shipping is going to be about as cheap as you can get. It'll go out at the 4-ounce rate. Put it in a poly bag. I'm going to say that and see if I'm right. There you go. Put it in a poly bag. It's going to go out at the 4-ounce rate. Ship out pretty cheap. Fees. I'm going to make over $4 profit on it. And it was going to sell fast. And it did. Sold really fast. Really easy. I'm barely into this thing. All said and done. Buy, picture, list, ship. Less than 5 minutes. You make $4. Plus it looks cool. Well, let's talk a little bit about the topic at the beginning of the video. Something you can do really cheap. Like, it's free. And can get you a few more sales. Now, everybody talks about the listing services. And I think that is in a lot of people's futures, including my own. You talk about Facebook and all kinds of different things like that. Well, is this the right one? It's not the right one. Or maybe it is. Yeah, Wii U. Splatoon game. And this one right here sold for $15. Free shipping. And it's sold on Bonanza. And I have been talking to a few different people. You know, I try to keep up on Instagram with a lot of messages. I mean, emails, you know, I don't know what to tell you. It's getting pretty tough, but I try. And then, of course, in the comments of Commonwealth Picker and Commonwealth Flipper, I'm getting to maybe half of the comments. So whenever I get questions in there about Bonanza, I try to answer them. The last question I got was, does Bonanza have an app? So as far as I know, it doesn't have an app. It's how do I describe this to people who don't do it? And if you are somebody who's on Bonanza, leave some comments if we see any questions down below about this topic that'll help people out. And I've explained this before, but I'm just going to say this. You just go to Bonanza, go to it on a computer, and you sign up for it, and you put in your information from eBay, and they import everything in from eBay. And once it's imported, they automatically import it every time you list something. Every time something sells on eBay, it gets delisted on Bonanza. Every time something sells on Bonanza, it gets delisted on eBay. There is literally no work. The only work is after you've done the setup, and that takes a little while, is when you make a sale. Now, I will tell you that the sales are few and far between. So I sell a lot of stuff. I just look back, I've sold 8 things on Bonanza this month. 2 of them are really good sales, so I'm really happy. You know, this is a good sale. It would sell on eBay, but it didn't. It sold on Bonanza. It doesn't cost you anything. Well, it could, I suppose, because they'll put things on there like, you know, do you want to have a reduced rate from your eBay sales? They'll do things like you could pay and you can promote your listing. I don't do any of it. I do it completely free. There is no added cost whatsoever. There's no added work whatsoever. And I got 8 sales this month. So you're going to make a few more sales this way. It's definitely different. It's going through a Google search engine. It's just definitely a different platform, but you're not doing anything. It is all automatic. I don't get anything from Bonanza, by the way. I do have a link down there. I don't know. There's coins or something. I don't even know what it is. I don't even care. But if you do want a link to get there, there is a link. They don't give me any money for saying this. I don't know. It's just easy. I like it. You know, it's not going to make you rich. I've had a lot of people say, hey, I signed up for Bonanza. I haven't made a sale in 3 months. Okay, that might be the case. I'm going to read you something at the end of the video where somebody did make a couple of sales and they were really nice. And that's all they made, but they were items that hadn't sold forever on eBay. I really hate to give tips, but I know that this audience is, because I know that this audience is made up of so many people who have been reselling for a long, long time, even longer than my 20 years, and do a better job. But I know there's also a lot of newbies out there. So here's one other tip on the sourcing side, and most of you old pros know it. But if you watch this video on the Commonwealth Picker channel, I simply was talking to people at garage sales. This wasn't at the garage sale. It was in his house. And I ended up making a sale on this one right here. Well, I bought it and then made a sale. This one was $10. It's first edition, 8th impression. Right here. See if I can teach you what he taught me in that video. Well, this one actually is different, so there's not much teaching going on because it just straight out says 8th impression. But the printings usually come down here and it'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's got a 1, it's the first printing. It's got a 2, it's the second printing, etc., etc. But this one right here, first printing, 8th impression. And so it's not, you know, first impression, you know, first printing, first impression. But it still had value, and he asked $10 for it. I paid $0.25 for those other ones at that one sale. Paid $10 for this one, and it sold for $49 on auction. So when you're out at garage sales, I know you if you watch me and Matt and John and Froggy and, you know, all these people out there who do these garage sale videos, they are, you know, we're always at, hey, you got video games, you got this, you got that. I ask different stuff all the time just for fun, based on what kind of a yard sale I'm at. And this guy had books. I'm like, hey, you got any Dune books? And he says, yeah, I got a bunch of them. And he brings them out. You know, if I didn't ask the question, he would have never brought them out. So for $49. So let's see if I can do some quick math in my head here. Let's say we've got $7. That was plus shipping. So $7 in fees, $10 buy, say 17 bucks. Fees, and then the cost of, you know, I got to put it in a box and whatever. So let's just say right there we're looking at, let's see, do some math right there, a $32 profit. I think that, you know, roughly $30 to $33 profit on that book right there, and it was just because I asked. Perfect. All right, next one a lot of people don't agree on, but I'm going to say it anyways. I know this is the case because I have family members who give to me. I have colleagues who used to give stuff to me. I tell people what I do. A lot of people won't do that. I tell them what I do, and you would be amazed at how many sales. I mean, just look back at that sale. Now, I know I have a YouTube channel. I get it. But somebody knew I was a reseller, and that's why they called me down there to Carol's place. Greg called me down there. You know, he knew I was a reseller. Would he have called me down if I didn't have a YouTube channel? Yeah, because he knew me. So I don't know. I don't know if he would have or not. Greg, you have to tell me. Probably not. You probably would have forgot about your old teacher. But you get the point. Tell people what you do and what you're looking for, and you would be amazed at how many people have it and will bring it to you because nobody wants to, not nobody, a lot of people don't want to deal with the hassle of selling online. And if you already do it, you might as well get the good stuff. All right, one more tip for you, and you can give me a tip to shut up. You've had enough tips. Here's your last tip. Don't sell ashtrays and Tupperware. It's not worth it. All right, Pac-Man Party. I don't even know what this one went for. I don't think it went for much, but I'll take a look over here. But Pac-Man Party. These Wii, you know, I've said this before, but I like to put a little padding inside of the Wii cases. They're a little flimsy. That one actually sold for $12 plus shipping. A little bit more than I thought. Hey, we got to turn it with this. Some homeschool hustler store sales. You know that the Rays and the Yankees are in the same division? Did you know that?
No.
They compete against each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you like both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do you like the Rays?
Because they're my uncle's team.
That's right. Your uncle's team. That's right. You're right. And the Yankees, you like because Blue Ridge Mama likes the Yankees, which makes zero sense to me whatsoever. But whatever.
Jacob.
And Jacob. That's right. Bubba does too. And so Derek Jeter. That was Bubba's jersey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I could probably sell that old school Jeter jersey for a kid. Majestic. I could make some money on that.
So, but my favorite team is the Angels.
That's good. Because of me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got to Bop It. You like Bop It, don't you?
Yes.
Sold for $14.81 free ship. You used to buy these all the time, but remember when I buy them all the time? But they don't really sell very well anymore, and they take forever. But I can get that thing out first class because I have the right size box. It fits just perfect. A lot of people do them priority mail, and it's hard, almost impossible to sell them. So, at any rate, that's a different style of Bop It. Did you ever play that one? No? And look at all this stuff over here. And a viewer bought this. I failed to mention it earlier. Winter. She didn't. I think she did leave a message, but not on this one. So Winter, you as always are one of our greatest supporters and buying stuff from the kids. So she bought 2 sealed VHS here. So Mary Poppins for like, I don't know, $8 plus shipping. Sleeping Beauty maybe $9 or vice versa, something like that. Both sealed. Do you like these movies?
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen Mary Poppins? Yes, you have.
I don't remember.
Yes, you have. If you haven't, we got some You know, I know you might not have because your mama don't like Mary Poppins. She's going to get hate mail for not liking Mary Poppins. But she doesn't like animation and real people together. Mm. That's what she tells me anyways. She does love Sleeping Beauty, though. So, and anyway. Oh, and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. And this one I thought we'd get more for, but it sold for $6 plus shipping. So, Winter's getting it all. What we'll do is we'll put these medium mail, ship them out together. I'll put this one with this one, and we'll ship those out together. So, anyway, can you say thank you to Winter?
Thank you, Winter.
That was very nice of her. And that reminds me of something. Me and your mama have decided we are going to shut down your store and move all your stuff that hasn't sold by the end of December over there to our store. But it's still going to be your stuff. We're still going to sell it together. You're still going to be on the show. So what we decided to do, Bud, is anybody, if they want to go over to the Homeschool Hustle store and send us an offer on some things, can't guarantee Turner's going to take it, but if it's a good offer, you're going to take it? Mm-hmm. All right. And all those cars are in there.
Where?
In
there?
All those cars are in your eBay store.
Oh.
All the Pixar cars. So, anyway, we'll see. Anyway, thank y'all very much. Appreciate it. And it's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1.
Awesome. And it's payday, so I got to pay you. Bye.
Bye.
I pulled a couple off camera to speed it up because I got so many sales. And there's a few I'm just not even going to show you that are kind of boring, like mousetrap balls and stuff like that. So, Callaway hat. This is, I think we have one more of these maybe. The camo one sold for $30. Free shipping, and then these 2 goggles right here sold for $11.40 and $10.90 plus shipping. There's just some minor differences with them. One of our 12 days of Christmas sales auctions sold, and I'm going to read to you what the viewer said. But this one, I believe, is not one that the money's going direct from eBay. But I did tell y'all where it was going. It's going to Isaiah 117 House, and it's the local chapter here in Lynchburg. And so that is headed over there. I've already contacted them, and we're going to send it as soon as I can remember to do it. And it's a 50-50 auction. So I think it sold for $86 plus shipping, so over $40 going over there. I don't know I don't know how it's going to work with fees and whatnot, but definitely at least $40 going over there for sure. And it's one of Reagan's ornaments and an Inaman Christmas ornament and all of our stickers. So this, by the way, is a charity that is for foster kids. And you can look it up if you like. But it's all, I think it started in Tennessee and is everywhere now. So that's a good one. All right, let me read this one here. So happy to have won this. I tried it for the last mug, but after I maxed out my final bid 3 times, I had to draw the line somewhere. That one went like $130. And that one was going to, what charity was that one? That was to cerebral palsy. And that one went right through eBay. So you can look at these sales, and a lot of them will have the little ribbon, and then you can go on and look at what charity we're giving to. But some of them are local that aren't listed, like this one. I don't think it is anyways. This chapter might have actually been listed, but I don't think so. I think we're going to send it right there. My family and I have enjoyed watching all of your channels for the past few years. Our dog especially loves watching. He jumps on the couch and races over to the TV when we say, "Do you want to watch Kevin?" Pavlov's, you're using me for Pavlov's dogs. Keep up the great work in sending, my name gets instead of the bell, right? Keep up the great work in sending many blessings to you and your family. Thank you and your family for all that you do. Kevin, Danielle, Devin, Marissa, Jax, and Dom. Thank you all so much, and thank you for donating to that charity. We're going to give it to them, and we're going to give it to them in all of your names. Thank you. Next one is an Animan going out to Tony and Natalie, Indie Picker. And I am going to, forgive me, I'm going to read another one. I try not to read two in here, but we're going to read another one because they were very kind. And I think we have two sales inside, and then we'll bring Reagan out here. She's got a Commonwealth comedy joke too. So, anyway, let me read this one to you. We're so happy to have our own Animan to help out at our store. You've been such an inspiration, and we're grateful you take the time. I'm not going to read all the nice stuff about me, but thank you. I do appreciate it. We just celebrated our biggest profit month ever. So we hope our new friend can keep things moving even more. Wishing that reminds me of a story here. Sorry, I'm a storyteller. What can I tell you? Fast forward. So I've had a lot of people, well, there's been a lot of people on many platforms that are brand new to the channel. So I mentioned the other day, like last week, I'm like, if you don't know what the Animan is all about, right here, you can watch this video. And I had tons of people go over to that video. So it just shows how many people are adding. So I went in to look and you know, per day, and we're adding, you know, sometimes over 100 people a day on this channel. On the other channel, it's almost always over 100 people a day. We're adding people on TikTok. We're adding people on the Commonwealth Auctions channel that don't even know these channels exist because they're watching the short format. Facebook has absolutely exploded. There's actually more people following us on Facebook than on YouTube now. And so I just figured, hey, you can go watch the Animan story because people look at it and they're like, what in the world? Is that a glue bottle? How many of y'all, tell me in the comments, thought it was a glue bottle? I know you did. I know you did because I brought it into my classroom one day last year and they're like, what do you got a plush glue bottle for? And then, of course, I told them what it was. And they still didn't know what that was, which is probably a good thing. You know, a couple kids in there knew what it was and they told them and everybody laughed. So at any rate, it gets things moving. And it gets things moving out of your eBay store. And we certainly hope, Tony and Natalie, that that's what it does for you guys. Before I leave and go inside, a quick thank you to Chris, who got a copy of the plans to the Commonwealth shipping table over there on CommonwealthPicker.com. A couple sales in here, both to viewers. Both left a quick message, but one I think is funny. This is a purchase in protest. It's Jerry Garcia, Twisted Radio Waves. And it was, well, here's the message. Hey, Kevin, Commonwealth family, longtime viewer. I enjoy your content very much. The work you put into this channel continues to amaze me. Those that gripe about YouTube viewer purchases must not realize that this is definitely part of your marketing for your business. And it's inspired me to buy this item. And then she goes on for a while. So I'm assuming she, because it's Athena, the goddess of wisdom there. So stay safe and healthy, thank you very much. And Jerry Garcia, Twisted Radio Waves, $8 out the door, headed to you. Don't have many left. I've been saying that for a long time because we had 1,000 of these. Paid 1 penny a piece. So we're not making like $4, but we're doing it 1,000 times. And we've done it about 950 so far. Next one was also to a viewer, Cara Mia. Thank you. She says this is for her brother for Christmas. And look, see, only a boring history teacher can connect Memphis, Tennessee to Athena. Can y'all do that? Can y'all do that? I don't know if you can or not. The connections through Greece and to the pyramids down that, well, I don't know. I'll bore you. It's like the Kevin Bacon connection. Anyway, Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. Pretty cool shirt. Got this at the 127 sale. And then a Plain Jane Protect This House Under Armour shirt. $24, I think, plus shipping total for these two. I got Reagan in here with some CommonwealthPicker.com store sales and some Commonwealth comedy. Is that right? You got some Commonwealth comedy? All right. What you got?
Billy Joe and John.
Billy Joe got a sticker, and John got 2 We Get Things Moving shirts. That's awesome. All right, what's your Commonwealth comedy?
So, Blue Ridge Mama actually told me this one. So the gingerbread man went to the doctor, and he said his knee hurt. So the doctor asked him if he tried icing it yet.
That sounds like a Blue Ridge Mama joke right there. That's right up her alley. That's good. Thank you.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
I'm going to try to go through this really quick because I want to talk about a question, and then somebody's misconception of something, and then an apology. Well, I'll start with the apology. Bob sent us a box full of stuff, and we opened it yesterday, and I don't think I was videoing because I had the aftermath on the camera and not the actual event, and it was so nice. You had tons of stuff, and it all went different directions. Some of it got taken to the booth. Some of it Turner took upstairs and hung on the tree. He's wearing a hat that you sent us, Bob, and I don't have it on film, and so you have my apologies. Thank you so much. It was very kind of you to do that. And same thing, Panja. I think that's the name. I mispronounced it last time. She sent us more stuff so I could give it a try again. Some very nice stuff. So my apologies to both of you. I still have boxes. Ivan's got a big box back there for us. I'm going to get to it. I'm trying to list stuff, y'all. I'm having a hard time. You know, it's tough when you're a reseller and you're doing a YouTube show, and you know, I used to list 10 things a day, like in my sleep, and now I'm struggling to get like 4 up. But it's because we're selling so much and all the amazing stuff that you guys have made possible. But I'm going to go on forever. So, all right, Gray Hair Discoveries, Dean and Dawn. Thank you so much. 5 pieces of the shed. And then Kevin. There's a lot of Kevins around this channel. Thank you as well over there on buymeacoffee.com/Commonwealth. You guys are amazing. Your messages are over there. I responded to them, but it's flattering. I appreciate it. And then one more. Cabin, I don't know how to, is Treyas? I don't know. Cabin eBay. You know who you are. And you gave us some too, but it was a thank you from what I was talking about earlier because they signed up for Bonanza and they only had 2 sales this month, but they totaled $300 in sales. Something that hadn't sold on eBay. So, and I had that when I first signed up for Bonanza. I sold a lot of DVDs. They were like Glenn Beck DVDs that I got like in a giant bundle at Goodwill down there. They were signed and stuff. I was selling like 1 a month or every couple of months on eBay. And somebody bought like 20 of them, like a couple $100. I'm like, sweet. And they were gone. So that was off of Bonanza. At any rate, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Some people don't like it, but the only reason they don't like it is because the sales are slow. There's really no work to it. So at any rate, thank you all for that. And one more topic, and well, 2. Rollo has rolled out, no pun intended, their wireless printer, but the link, if you use my link, which I appreciate, a lot of times they're sold out in the middle of the day. They have like a limit per day. And so eventually they will. And I hear there's an adapter that they're telling me will go to the other one to do wireless. I don't care because that thing never moves. So plug it in, no problem. I don't print from my phone. But some people have been waiting for that wireless one for a long time. There is a link and you can go over there and see if they're there. Rollo's been kind to us. So thank you. And American Bubble Boy. Of course, this is the comment I made the other day. I said, you know, I'm surprised that type stuff hasn't gone up more than it has. And somebody said, well, they're charging $50 now. I can get it cheaper on Amazon. And I'm like, really? So I went over there and looked, and that is not the case. Last time I checked, it was $39.99 for 700 feet of 3/16 12-inch, which is what I always get. And it's cheaper than you can find it on Amazon for sure. I think where the confusion is if you buy it in rolls of 350 and 2 of them, it's $25 a roll, and then you get $50. But you can buy 2 rolls together for $40. So Joel, if I'm wrong, correct me, but that's the way I buy it. So $40 delivered really fast. And any rate, I like Joel. Thank y'all, and thanks for supporting me over there. I appreciate it, and we can't wait to see you next time.